Hello, fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your Jupiter special horoscope covering Jupiter's move into the sign of Libra from September 2016 right to October 2017. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Jupiter is moving into a part of the sky that has to do with friendships and groups. Friendships that you may have, new friendships, established friendships, and groups that you may belong to or you might join. It is these areas of life and it is these types of people that will end up facilitating great opportunity for you and a real sense of feeling that more blessings are coming into your life. In fact, what this means, bottom line, people will facilitate the greatest advancements, the greatest blessings, and the greatest bonuses and lucky breaks for you that will end up being deeply meaningful for you and will change you in positive ways. Now, this is Jupiter after all, and Jupiter is your ruling planet. So wherever Jupiter goes, it's going to mean more for you than it may for other people out there, of other signs out there. So having Jupiter move into a harmonious position and moving into a part of the sky that has to do with friendship is great for socializing, just right off the bat. This is the time to accept invitations and gladly, okay? This is the time for you to be willing to say yes, even if there might be times when you want to be a little bit lower key. When in doubt, when not necessarily sure, should I go, should I not? It's probably going to be better for you to go because it is going to be those connections you make with people. In some cases, it's social events, some cases very casually, but it is going to be those very people and those very situations that are going to shape you in key ways and are going to introduce you to others who facilitate more opportunity for you. That opportunity may be professional, very possibly, but it may also be romantic as well. So if you're open to meeting someone new, absolutely, this is the time for you to be out and about. This is the time for you to accept invitations, knowing that it is by doing something different, by getting out there, so much becomes possible and so many things can transpire for you. So we have that happening, and that's great. But Jupiter, as Jupiter moves through this part of the sky, we'll be speaking with Pluto, and we'll also have key conversations, breakthrough conversations with Saturn and Uranus. Most notably, even though this is part of an ongoing trend that will have a few peak moments, most notably the peak moments will come at the very end of 2016 and beginning of 2017. It is going to be in the fall and spring in particular that Jupiter will be speaking with Pluto. So as I look at this, okay, a few scenarios come to mind that are going to speak to a small percentage of you out there. And this is important, right? It's part of moving towards greater love and greater wisdom, and it's a part of allowing the breakthroughs to take place. What I want to say with this, and the advice that I want to give you to be mindful of, is that be mindful of your expectations, what you're expecting of other people, where it's fair, where maybe it's not. You know, it's been said in a million different ways, when you have expectations, you're sort of setting yourself up to be disappointed. And it's almost as if I'm seeing you expecting things from other people or expecting a reaction, expecting that they're going to help you, that they're going to do something for you. And maybe that's not fair. And maybe it may be that that's not the direction you need to be looking. So I have a feeling as I look at this, again, for a small percentage of you out there, you might be setting yourself up a little bit for some disappointment, or maybe even just a reality check of realizing who your friends are and who your friends are not. And this actually can be tremendously liberating. That can be the blessing, actually, where it is that maybe you've been giving a lot of energy and it doesn't need to go in that direction anymore. You will have that understanding. You will have that appreciation. But also where it is that maybe you are not being completely fair, you will get to have that insight into yourself. Not everyone's going to care about the exact same thing that you care about, and that's okay. That's why we have diversity, right? That's also why we have inclusivity, because everyone is welcome. We're all here together in this planet. And so different things are going to have different reactions to different people. Not everyone's going to be exactly the same way you are, believe exactly the same way that you do. But it is about understanding more deeply and on a heartfelt level where it is that your friends may truly be and where it is that maybe there's some unhealthy dynamics playing out and that you don't want to be a part of that. Where it is that you are part of and participating in dynamics that are less than healthy. All of this becomes a part of the picture as we look at the sky, but all of this ultimately takes you in that very positive direction. So you have got to trust it. You've got to trust it. If you find a friend really pushing your buttons, if you find yourself having a moment going, oh my God, I so don't want this person, and why am I staying friends with this person? This person is not where I'm at anymore. Maybe you've outgrown a certain person. Or maybe it is that you sort of were in a particular group, but now you're finding yourself wanting to be around different types of people, and that's okay as well. You're growing, you're changing, you're moving into a different understanding of yourself, and the people who surround you are necessarily going to reflect that. So it's okay to acknowledge that and appreciate that and know that ultimately that is part of your blessings. But you will make it hard on yourself if you have any expectations of other people. Not a good idea, right? And if you can do that, if you can release yourself of any of that, then you will find yourself moving in a direction where people come through for you in ways that surprise you. The particular people that come through for you surprise you as well. You were totally not expecting that, but somebody just ends up facilitating some really lucky breaks for you that help you to feel like your life in an instant is moving in very positive directions. Breakthrough moments are absolutely on offer, and there's a surprise element to this as well. So what I would say as I look at this is that the really important thing to do, and actually I remember I got this random bit of advice from somebody I met one time over 20 years ago. It was a long way back. But I remember random bit of advice I got from this person was that, like you'll be doing your thing, you'll be out and about, just sharing who you are, figuring out who you are. And it's the most natural connection that you make, where you start talking to somebody and it just clicks, it just feels right. It's that connection that ends up fueling positivity and fueling advancement and greater opportunity for you, not only immediately, sometimes not immediately, but really for the rest of your life. And that really was one of those, eternal truths that has shown itself to be true to me again and again and again. It is when you're sort of the most relaxed and at your most at ease, and you make a connection with someone and it feels easy, that connection can end up facilitating great things for you, mainly because you just allow yourself to shine. You allow yourself to relax enough to enjoy the moment. And when you enjoy the moment, the best of you can come forward. So it's making those genuine connections with people that tend to matter more than anything in terms of greater happiness, right? Just on that level as well. But if you are being strategic about the friendships and alliances you're making, if in any way you're not being completely genuine about that as well, you're presenting yourself and thinking you only want friendship when you know on some deeper level you're hoping for something else, that's when you got to be a little bit careful with this particular energy. So this will give you that reality check, right? And it'll also give you a reality check if someone else is looking at you like that as well. If someone else isn't really a genuine friend to you, but is actually maintaining a certain alliance with you. You only hear from somebody when they need something specific from you, So that gives you a little bit of a, bing, heads up, kind of, okay, something's going on here. And that can end up being an illuminating moment, and it can end up being a moment really that frees you. So if there is a friendship or an alliance that feels a little bit like a drag, that doesn't feel so genuine, this can absolutely free you from that. But it is the new and it is the next that ultimately will be presenting itself now, and the people who come into your life now can bless you not only now, but as I said, possibly for the rest of your life. People are key. Social situations are key, and particularly over the holiday season in December. You really want to make sure that you are busy, you are out and about. It's going to be your birthday time anyways, so you use that time well, celebrate big. And that happiness and openness alone can attract positive connections to you. You will have a desire also to want to see your friends, to want to be busy, to want to do more social things as well. And that desire can only create good things for you also. I would also say, as I look at this, I do want you to be a little bit mindful of mixing friends and money, okay, because of that Pluto-Jupiter connection. That's where you want to be a little bit mindful. I wouldn't go into any kind of investment situations with a friend or give lots of money to a friend. that can be the thing that ends up, distinguishing who's really a friend and who isn't. But if you keep that part of it separate, then the heart connections you make now can be those that truly do last a very, very long time. Finally, with this particular part of the sky, it is also said that this part of the sky has to do with money you make from the achievement of your goals. And this part of the sky also has to do with the hopes and the wishes you may have for your life. So they're the loftier aims and goals, sort of the higher visions that you aspire to, right? It's kind of the bucket list stuff that you desire to do in a lifetime. And you can find yourself completing some of those bucket list stuff. So as we're starting this transit, you might want to write down what's the 20 things that you must do in this lifetime, that you must see, places you must go. Make sure you're writing them down, documenting them in some way, because chances are you will be scratching some of those off from that list. And also, really incredible with this given energy is you. You coming to an understanding that you can hope, that you can wish, that you can believe that life can bless you. And absolutely it can. Sure, it may be people who facilitate those blessings, and yet they do arrive. Aim big, because it is through the achievement of big things that matter to you that prosperity finds you. And ultimately, as I look at this, you feel a sense of movement, of positive progress towards what once was like a dream, now being realized in real time in your life. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm truly so grateful for it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up, and reach out to me. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, my website, nadiyashah.com, Instagram, and the YouTube comments as well. It'll be a great transit. Enjoy. Until we connect again, take care.